Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope y'all having a good day. Thursday should be, right? I'm on schedule. Yeah. You see me, consistent lady. Yeah. So today I wanted to do a Nick Crowley video. I like his videos. I really do. But it's like I can only take a little bit at a time. That shit be disturbing as hell to me. You know what I'm saying? I can only do a little bit. So yeah, on this one it's called YouTube's Missing Killer. What happened? Nick, what happened? Alright, I just want to jump right into it, okay? I need to know what's going on in these YouTube streets. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like the video, comment, definitely subscribe, and let's see what Nick got going on. Alright, let's see.
Well, hi everybody, it's Mr. Anime here.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Ethan.
Hi, Elliot Roger here. This is my last video. It all has to come to this.
The gunman was a 22-year-old named Elliot Roger.
YouTube has always had a rich history when it comes to killers, which honestly isn't all that surprising. As of writing the script, this platform stands as the second largest social media site on the planet, with approximately 2.3 billion users, meaning—
What's the first largest? Probably Instagram? What y'all think? I don't know. I don't feel like Googling it either. I don't care that damn
that
much.
in theory, about 30% of the entire world's population has a YouTube account. With that being said, it's no wonder that truly disturbed individuals like Elliot Roger, Trey Sessler, or Ethan Crumley,
charged with terrorism and first-degree murder,
have found their way to the site.
Ooh, that little kid? What the hell? Like a kid? Who we talking about in this video, dude?
At some point, as it's something that's unfortunately bound to happen with a platform this massive. But of all the confirmed YouTube killers that have gained infamy over the past 16 years, they all seem to share one similarity, that at this point they've either been captured by police or for whatever reason are no longer alive. And though their stories are still incredibly frightening—
Don't say shit. I was absolutely about to clap when he said they in jail, and then he gonna pull out they ain't even alive no more. And I was about to be like, oh shit, don't cancel my black ass. God, I swear I was about to clap.
They fortunately no longer pose any sort of danger to the public, as they have in some way, shape, or form been accounted for.
Like that, Nick. Don't do me
well,
like
that is
that,
all but one at least. As I can only think of a single example of a YouTube killer that after committing their heinous crime has essentially vanished off of the face of the earth. It's a man whose guilt was never in question, yet who is now walking freely among the general public, somewhere out there. And to make his story that much more shocking, it's a man who we're already familiar with.
I want my daughter to know that I love you.
Who is that?
This video is sponsored by Audible, the leading provider.
Shout out to Audible.
March 24th, 2014. An obscure home video is uploaded to YouTube with the title, "Cute Baby Laughing at Mommy Blowing Bubbles." The clip shows a mother holding her daughter as she blows gum bubbles, much to the enjoyment of the baby, who is laughing along completely infatuated with the ordeal. This would be the first video published to a channel called Trent Pascal, which was run by a man of the same name, and pictured within this video was his wife Savannah, the mother of his 2 children, along with his daughter Mackenzie. From the outside looking in, Trent was clearly a man who cared deeply about his family, as many of the uploads on this channel centered around them, and this theme would continue on for years to come, as Trent would officially switch to a new channel called Big Money T.
Big Money T. Nick, I thought you said this was somebody we all know. I don't know who the hell this is. And I've been on YouTube for a minute. I ain't never heard of this nigga in my life. I thought you said this was somebody we knew. Y'all know who this
where
is?
he continued posting more family content, using the page as a way to document their memories together,
you know
along
why?
with occasionally—
I don't watch family channels. That's why. They creep me out. Not creep me out, but in my head, I be thinking like, they're just exploiting these fucking kids. In my head, you know what I'm saying? And then they come out with that damn 8 kids lady or something. She up there tying the kids up. And y'all heard about that shit, right? If not, let me know. I'll do a video on it. But yeah, that's what I think of family channels, and I stay far the fuck away from them. You know what I'm saying? I don't even let my kids watch that shit. No.
He's showing off his RC cars and tech tips. His videos were fairly low quality, and the channel is about what you would typically expect from a dad who was just using the site to archive footage, which equated to the channel being as obscure as it gets, as none of his videos would ever gain any serious traction, or at least all but one. As on October 21st, 2020, Trent would post one of the more infamous videos in YouTube's recent history, which instantly turned this mundane channel into one of the site's darkest.
Oh, Lord.
I'm recording this because I want my daughter to know that I love you, Pascal. I'm so sorry that I've done this. I want you to know that you mean everything to me. I didn't choose this. Your mom chose this. She's been cheating on me for a long time.
I was about to say that. I was about to say he cheated on the mama, and now they're getting a divorce. That's what I would assume from what he just said. He done cheat on the mama, and your mama decided we getting a divorce, and she taking the house, the car, the kids, the dog. I want it all. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would have got from that. I wouldn't have thought nothing else. I ain't even gonna hold you.
I didn't do nothing wrong to her.
Much like his time had began on YouTube all the way back in 2014, this video, his final video, would also have his wife Savannah and daughter Mackenzie as its primary focus, with its title simply being his daughter's full name. Only, unlike his inaugural video, this clip was far more disturbing.
I put everything into this relationship. I have done nothing to your mom. I've never hit her. I've never hurt her. I've never called her names.
The video shows Trent as he calmly addresses his daughter, explaining that he had caught her mother cheating, and that he was sorry and heartbroken for what was to come. The video then ends abruptly as a noise can be heard in the background, leading him to run and hide in a dark room. Without context, it's hard to understand what is happening with this video, though naturally, many would assume that it was in regards to an impending divorce. However, the reality was far more bleak than that, as in the moments immediately following this video, Trent would approach Savannah with a loaded handgun, and in an instant, open fire, shooting her twice and eventually killing her. Trent would then go on to upload the video to YouTube shortly after, not as an apology for some divorce or anything like that, but as an apology to his son and daughter for killing.
Ladies, be careful out here, boo. Like, first of all, y'all know I like watching them loyalty videos and shit like that. First of all, if you're gonna, don't cheat. Just leave. Just leave, bro. Like, it's easier that way. Because it's like, you don't know. It's like you think you've been with somebody so long, you don't know when that nigga might snap. Or that woman might snap on your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, on my off time, I don't never have off time, but on my downtown, I be watching like body cam footage videos and the passion crimes. Like, I watched one of them. I think the dude, it said he loved his wife. No, he took out the wife because she loved him too much. Like, what? Y'all, be careful, man, because it's like, that shit like this is so unpredictable. But don't put yourself in where you could be in a situation like this, because you don't know what the fuck in that back of that nigga mind, like, or that woman mind, you know? Like, oh, I got caught cheating. I didn't think he was gonna kill me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would think a rational, logical person be like, bitch, get your shit, get the out, or either probably gonna record you getting getting clapped, you know, and post it to World Star Hip Hop. But you're not thinking, everybody ain't thinking like that, because some people are just on the break of the fucking edge, and they will snap. Like, don't put yourself in no kind of situations like that, y'all, because that shit is really scary. It really is. Like, you're not fucking telepathic or whatever. Like, you don't know what nobody thinking. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Killing their own mother.
That shit
Making matters
crazy,
more disturbing,
man.
while Trent talks, he appears completely emotionless, and despite multiple attempts to fake cry,
See?
no tears ever fall.
See,
I'm hurting so bad.
he is not. I ain't seen
I didn't do nothing wrong to her.
Dude.
And all the while he's talking, he seems more focused on his hair and looks rather
Bro, like his eyes dead white. It's like if somebody even trying to cry, their eyes would be a little bit red. Your eyes white, like you just used some Visine. You know what I'm saying?
than anything else.
Hell
I'm like,
nah.
why me? My hair's a mess and I look horrible. Oh, sorry. Take these off.
And instead, he seems totally void of any regret or empathy for the situation that was now unfolding, and the fact that he had now robbed his children of their mother, all because he thought she was cheating. And ultimately, he paints himself as the real victim.
What do you mean he thought she was cheating now, Nick? Come on, I thought you said he caught her cheating. So now it's he thought she was cheating. Which one, Nick? Nick, come clarify for me, please. Please.
Victim, as their mother was the one that had
I'm
supposedly
confused.
cheated on him. The context of it all made this story almost unbearably upsetting, and it would only get worse as new details emerged. In the days following, it would be revealed that the noise heard while filming that had initially caused Trent to run and hide was, in all likelihood, Savannah herself arriving home.
You love me like
Oh.
your own.
So okay, I see. So he ain't did nothing
And
yet
according
at
to the
this
police
point.
report,
All
Trent
right.
was hidden within the shower of their bathroom when he ambushed Savannah and subsequently took her life, which, if you listen closely to the end of the video, you can clearly hear the rustling of shower curtains.
Yeah, I hear it. I hear it.
Implying that this video was likely taken mere minutes before the murder took
That's
place, and he was seen and heard here on camera, hiding in preparation to carry this out. Given the shocking nature of this situation and this video, the story unsurprisingly became
So how the fuck he uploaded? Well, I was about to say, how the hell did he upload this shit? I'm guessing he fucking uploaded it. I knew he wasn't live. He probably uploaded it before he got caught by the cops. Then I'm guessing. That's
huge news across the world, and it even made a spot on YouTube's Darkest Channels 3. But if you had watched my video back when it was released, you'll likely be a bit confused as to why we're discussing it here, as if you remember, Trent's story had seemingly come to an absolute end the very day that he posted his last video.
And we're following breaking news from the Greenpoint area tonight, where a Harris County Sheriff's deputy shoots a man in front of a shopping center.
Investigators say the man shot was on the run, accused of killing his estranged wife.
We have a picture of the suspect in this case. That suspect is 48-year-old Trent Pascal.
Immediately following the slaying of Savannah, Trent would flee the scene, with police later tracking him down in a Walmart parking lot in Houston, Texas. There, Trent would...
So you ain't even leave the state. You ain't even leave the state. You in a Walmart parking lot. Bro. Bitch. If you gonna do some shit, like, at least plan it out. What the fuck? Like, nigga, I don't encourage shit like this. But goddamn, this is about to be world's dumbest criminals. Plan this shit out, but don't be no dumbass criminal. Like, what? In a Walmart parking lot, my boy? They got street cameras. Like, they literally probably tracked him down within hours. All they had to do was look at the fucking street cameras. And they probably was like, damn, this nigga really at the Walmart parking lot right now. Nigga, I would have been so far out the state, gone. Like, what? The fuck?
would refuse to comply with police demands, as he faced the officers with the murder weapon still in his hand. And in one fleeting moment of desperation, Trent would raise that weapon, causing police to immediately open fire. Thankfully, Trent was unable to discharge his weapon in time, and no officers would be injured. Though Trent himself would be shot multiple times, leaving him in critical condition, though he would eventually go on to survive the ordeal. And after nearly 2 months of recovery, he would be back to full health and placed behind bars. This is not only where Trent's story ended on YouTube's Darkest Channels 3, but it also seemed to be the ending of his story in general, as he would likely spend the rest of his life in prison. And truthfully, out of all the cases I've covered on this channel, I probably would have picked this as one of the least likely to have any major updates, as it seemed about as open and shut as it gets. But little did I know that at the time of posting that video over a year ago, Trent Pascal wasn't even in prison.
Excuse me? Come again?
Following his recovery in December of 2020, Trent would then be turned over to authorities, with his guilt being completely certain, as other than his own incriminating video, and the fact that he had raised his weapon at police officers, he was also caught on camera by his neighbor immediately following.
I'm telling you right now, if he was black, we would not be doing no part 2 on this video. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I got to say about that. Alright. And it's in Texas. Okay.
Following the shooting, as he was talking on the phone to his aunt and confessing to everything he did. Plus, Savannah's own mother had been with her when she was shot and had witnessed everything before escaping the scene. Trent was undoubtedly guilty of murder. Yet, despite this and the disturbing behavior exhibited before and after his crime, the courts would make the bizarre decision to allow him to go out on bail. The decision was shocking and immediately met with criticism.
Excuse me? So, this man makes a video moments before he took out the wife. The mama was right there to witness the shit. The neighbors got the shit on camera. Then he go to the Walmart parking lot, aims his gun at the doggone police, and he out on bail? Excuse me? I know you fucking lying to me, Nick. Nick, give me an update, because I know
as in
you lying
Texas,
to me.
bail can be denied to those who the court deemed to be a risk to the community. And due to the fact that Trent had obviously murdered his wife, pulled a gun on police officers, and the fact that his...
He wasn't a risk because it was a crime of passion, blah, blah, blah. She was the only target. But, nigga, what? That I don't think that should apply in this situation. Nigga, you murdered somebody. Like, I don't know if I can say that on here. Fuck! You two gonna be like, bitch, you ain't learned your lesson the last time you got age-restricted help. I'm sorry. Please, and I'm not editing it. Please, you two, please. Please. I'm sorry.
Children were still out there. Well, most considered him to be just that, a risk to the community. Yet for whatever reason, the judge didn't see it this way, with his bail being posted at $250,000. And despite the steep cost, his parents would scrape the money together and pay to have their son released, who, other than wearing an ankle monitor and showing up to regular court hearings, would be able to live a somewhat normal life until his inevitable conviction. By the end of December, Trent Pascal, the undeniable killer, would be released among the general public in Houston, Texas. The decision was immediately met with disagreement that would only grow over time, as within the span of just 2 months, Trent would find his way back into custody on 2 separate occasions, both of which for violating the terms of his bail, though in each instance, they allowed him to go back on bail. There was every opportunity to assure that this man never walked this earth freely again, and yet every time they chose to let him leave.
Did I smoke something before this video? What is? Am I hearing this? Nick, are you sure? Are you sure? Like, I mean, I know I can't go to Texas and pull this off, because it's like, I'm the wrong skin color for one, you know what I'm saying? But, so, he did all this shit. He done twice fucking violated the terms of his bail, and they let him out again? What? Like, I feel like I'm on an acid trip watching this video right now. Nick, please.
Unsurprisingly, these dangerous decisions would eventually lead to a devastating consequence.
Oh my God.
On April 13th, 2021, a call would be made to authorities in Houston, Texas, stating that a used car had been stolen from a local dealership. The caller described how an anonymous man had entered the business and asked to drive a black Chevy Tahoe parked in the lot, to which the employee, a man named Jack Ford, happily obliged. As the two set out for their drive, Jack began to notice that the man was acting somewhat strange, calling his behavior suspicious, but not enough to stop the test early. However, out of the blue, the man would then turn sharply into a gas station parking lot and bring the car to a sudden stop. Once there, he would pull a knife from his pocket and order Jack out of the car, before quickly speeding away. Police would later arrive on the scene, where, upon checking the CCTV footage from the gas station, they'd make the startling discovery that the suspect looked eerily similar to Trent Pascal. But this couldn't be, as Trent had an ankle monitor on, which showed that he was still at his parents' house, who had taken him in after posting bail. Confused, authorities would rush to the home, where rather than finding Trent, they would instead find his ankle monitor clipped in half and lying on the floor.
Oh, really?
It was Trent Pascal who had stolen that car, and not only was he armed and dangerous, but he was now officially on the run. The news was extremely concerning, not only for members of the community, but for Savannah's parents in particular, as during Savannah's murder, her own mother Shirley was present at the scene, leaving her with the possibility that Trent could come back to finish the job. But even more worrisome was the fact that Savannah's parents had become the guardians to Trent and Savannah's children, who were now left.
Oh, I see where this is going. I hope it ain't going there, but I see where this is going. He trying to get his kids, y'all. He about to take out, oh my God, please tell me he ain't about to take out this mama, boo. Boo, please tell me this ain't about to happen, boo. Because if that happens, boo, Texas, you failed, boo. Houston, you failed, boo. Oh my gosh, man. I don't even want to finish this video. I'm not even lying, boo. I do not want to finish this video, man.
Without parents. And with Trent on the loose, there was a very real chance that he could try and take his kids back, using whatever means necessary. But it wasn't just Savannah's parents who were left devastated by the news, as Trent's very own parents had now been put in a truly awful position. They were the ones who had paid for his release 3 separate times, which added up to a whopping $550,000. And with Trent on the run, his parents were set to lose.
They lose all that goddamn money. Yep. Try to bail somebody out, and they don't show up to court. That little $500,000 you put up, no, that big $500,000 you put up, that shit gone. That shit gone. They probably put out a second mortgage on the house to get his ass up out there. And that shit gone. It's gone.
All that money. To make matters worse, this was money that they allegedly didn't even have, and they were forced to use collateral as well when signing the contracts, which would also be taken from them due to Trent's behavior. And according to those close with the family, that collateral had included their very own house, meaning that with Trent gone, not only were his parents going to lose all their money, but they'd also be losing their home as well, the same home that they allowed Trent to stay in. So despite everything they did for him, Trent would just turn around and put them in a situation that would essentially make them homeless. With Trent now completely missing, all parties involved were searching desperately for him, as from the second he disappeared, his whereabouts were completely unknown, meaning that his next move was impossible to predict, a next move that to this day has yet to come. As since that moment Trent went on the run back in April, there's been no substantial updates on where he might be. At one point, U.S. Marshals believed there was a sighting in Green Bay, Wisconsin, though to this day nothing is
I'm not condoning nothing. But that's fucking smart. Wisconsin, go out there in the fucking snow, build a little cabin, start chopping wood and shit. You might have to go out there and live like what's his name? Major Marquis Warren. Oh man. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Stop it. Don't act like that.
And other than this, there's been no other reported sightings or clues as to where he might be. And for all intents and purposes, Trent has essentially dropped off the face of the earth.
Dang.
This is a situation I became aware of practically right after he had escaped, and since then I've been checking for news almost daily to see if there's been any sort of development, as I had a strong feeling that at some point, the guilt that Trent must be feeling for basically ruining his parents' life would finally eat at him enough to turn himself in. But so far, nothing, which just further showcases how deeply narcissistic
this man. You think this man right here got guilt? This man literally trying to make himself cry in the video, eyes clear as mine. Like, no. He don't feel nothing for nobody but himself. If that, you bet he might hurt himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, no.
Man is something that was already on full display within his final video. And with Trent having completely vanished, the big fear now is that he is going to come after his children, whether it be today, tomorrow, or 10 years from now, which is something that Savannah's parents now have to live with on a daily basis, as they've even told the press that we're constantly on guard, constantly watching. It's high anxiety. It's been a very hard year. And until Trent is hopefully one day caught, they are sadly going to have to continue living with this fear. And given the way this case has gone so far, I can safely say that Trent Pascal's story is nowhere near over. Okay, so I have a last second update here. I had put off making this video for months because I've been waiting for a huge development to happen. And finally, it did. And of course it happened right after I completely finished this video. But as it turns out, YouTube's missing killer isn't missing anymore.
Oh, they got
Just before the start of the new year, police in Marion County, Florida were alerted to a man matching Trent's description who had been spotted in a nearby trailer park, with the caller noting that the man was still currently residing there within his...
Why would you go to Florida? Why would you go to Florida? Didn't I say Wisconsin was a smart idea? Going out there in them sticks, in the snow. Go kill some damn buffaloes and make meat. You bet off the grid. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Why are you in Florida? A very popular, like...
van. Following the tip, authorities would gather evidence and eventually head to the area on January 3rd to confront this man in person and to see if it truly was Trent. The vehicle would quickly be located, where inside, a man would refuse to step out. With their weapons raised, police would knock on the window and yell at the man to surrender, when suddenly a single gunshot rang out from inside the van, followed by silence. Inside the vehicle, Trent Pascal was dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
I told you that was gonna happen. I told you that was gonna
Looking back
happen.
on Trent's first ever upload on YouTube, all the way back in 2014, is haunting, as in this moment, they were a happy family. How could anyone have imagined that things would end up here?
Accused of fatally shooting Savannah Paschal. Paschal fatally shot himself when sheriff's deputies arrived.
As nearly 8 years later, this little girl and her brother are now left without either of their parents, both of which having been taken away from them in the worst ways imaginable. It's truly one of the most awful stories to come from YouTube, as the collapse of this family was so sudden and so brutal. But at least we can find some peace in the fact that it's over now, and Trent is no longer here to cause any more pain. And instead, he'll only live on in infamy, just like the many other YouTube killers before him. A tragic story that, this time, has finally reached its end. I want to give a huge...
That was deep, but I feel like his bail was crazy, like, because obviously I wasn't even thinking about the parents, because I didn't think, oh, the parents got the kids, what if he go after them? Yeah, so I feel like that would have been considered a risk to hurt them or himself, like I said, which is what happened. So it's like, Florida, not Florida, Texas, what y'all doing? What we doing, man? What's tea? Like, that shit was that's kind of damn. Now these kids ain't got no parents, all because he thought. I'm not clear. I need to call Nick and see if he actually caught her cheating or if he just thought she was cheating. Because I could have sworn he said he caught her cheating at the beginning. So I'm unclear on that. So all because of a thought, this man goes unhinged, leaving 2 kids with no parents. Nick, that was a good video, man. I don't know how you sit there for hours and hours and hours and put together these videos like that, because that shit would drive me absolutely fucking insane. I mean, I'm already crazy, bitch, but goddamn, sitting there watching shit like this, like, for a channel, like, I couldn't do it. Kudos to you, Nick, man. Props to you. That'd be a video, though, man. Oh, let me know what y'all thinking about this in the comments, cause this shit crazy to me. Yeah, like the video, comment, definitely, subscribe. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one, man. I gotta go watch some cartoons right quick. Bye, y'all.